Hey guys, what's up? It's Eunice and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to show you how I got this makeup look using my 2018 favorite drugstore makeup products. So if you want to know how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so you guys are zoomed, my hair is pinned back, and now let's start. We're starting off with the brows and we're using the e.l.f. Ultra Micro Brow Pencil. I am using the shade Natural Brown, and the way that I like to apply this is first through using the spoolie. I am just going to comb my hair and kind of try to shape it in a way that I like. My brows are really uneven. As you can see, they're pretty full, but they're uneven. They're sisters, not twins. I kind of like to use the spoolie first just to try my best to kind of make them look alike, and then I go ahead and use the pencil. It's a really thin pencil, so it's really great. And then I just start in this middle part, just try to connect that a little bit and start filling in the sparse areas. For the middle part of my brow, like the one that's closest to the nose, I like to just do a little bit of upward strokes just to mimic the natural brow hairs, and then I go in with a spoolie to kind of lighten that up for a more gradient effect, so it's a lot more natural looking. So here's the difference of the brows. And now I'm just going to repeat the same technique to this brow. Now for eyeshadow, I am going to be using one of my Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes, and for today's look, I feel like using the Not a Basic Peach palette because I don't really use this that much, so we'll use this. But of course, first we need to prime our eyelids. I'm using the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base, and I'll just apply this on my eyelids using the doe foot applicator. Now I'm just using the Essence All About Matte Powder, and I am just going to set my eyelids. Now we're using the palette, finally. So I'm just grabbing this Wet n Wild blending brush, and I am using this orange shade right here for our transition shade. So starting with the outer corner, I'm just going to use circular motions to blend in the powder and make sure that it transfers on my eyelid. And then once that I feel like the product has transferred, I'm going to drag that inward all the way to my inner corner. Now I'm using this blending brush that's a little bit more packed, and I am using this transition shade right here, and we'll apply that on the outer corner. So we'll focus on the outer corner a little bit more and then slowly bring that in and blend it with the transition shade. So it's really up to you if you want to darken it or if you want something that's just a little light. It's all up to you. You can build it up, and that's one thing I love about, okay, this is not the video to be talking about why I love it, but that's something that I love about these eyeshadows because it's super easy to build them up without going overboard. So now I'm just going back with my blending brush, and I'll just blend those two shades together so there's no harshness, and it will have that like kind of ombre effect. I feel like I always use like a warm tone eyeshadow look, but that's like my go-to simple makeup. And now we are using this lighter transition shade, and we'll be using a flat eyeshadow brush to apply that on our eyelid. So that will come from the inner corner toward the middle. We're just packing that in. I want a little bit more color here. I'm just going to kind of bring in that crease color. Now I'm using this flat like eyeshadow brush, and we'll be taking this shade right here, which is kind of a rose gold pink shade, and I'll be spraying a little bit of setting spray on my brush, and I'll be applying that on the outer half of my lid. Now going back to my blending brush, I am going to take that orange shade again and just kind of reapply that on the crease area to blend in that shimmer. Now I'm just using my pinky finger to apply this really light shimmer shade on my inner corner. There you go. So that's it for the eyes for now, and we'll now apply our face makeup. So for primer, I'm going to be mixing these two primers right here, the NYX Angel Veil Primer and the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. So the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer is just going to help give my face that radiant glow. As you can see, it has kind of a, not really a shimmer, but it has a little bit of dewiness to it. And the NYX Angel Veil Primer is more of for hydrating my face and to help my makeup lay beautifully on my skin. For foundation, I am going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. I use the shade number 235 Pure Beige. Oops, that's a little bit too much. I'm going to use a sponge to apply and blend it on my face. So just really at first focusing on the areas where I have imperfections. And that's all, usually my cheek area and somewhere in my forehead wherein I have some veins, a little bit on my nose and my chin. And now we're going to blend that in using a sponge like I said. Now we're going to conceal our imperfections, and I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade number Medium 22. Now I'm going to set my face using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Okay, so now let's finish the rest of my eye makeup. I don't know what you call this particular brush, but this is what it looks like. And I am going to take this orange shade right here, and I'm going to mix it up a little bit with the transition shade, and we'll be applying that on the lower. There. So we just lined our eyes, and now I am going to contour my face using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. I always use this, and look, of course it's broken as usual. I'm taking my Sigma small contour brush, and I'm just going to carve out my face. Oh my gosh, it's like broken again as usual. And of course a little bit on the nose. For bronzer, I'm just using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronze in the shade Sunset Striptease. For blush, I'm using this Burt's Bees blush in the shade Toasted Cinnamon. And I am just going to lightly apply that on the apples of my cheeks, kind of following the path of the bronzer. Since this is a more simple glam makeup look, I'm not going to wing my eyes, but I am going to tightline it using this eyeliner. It's not Drugstore, it's from Tarte, but it's just a brown gel eyeliner. Now I'm going to set my face using this Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. While that's drying, let me fix my hair. While that's drying, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold using this Wet n Wild highlighter brush. There. For lashes, we are going to use this L'Oreal Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara in the shade Black. So so sorry, I didn't realize that my video turned off, but I just applied some lipstick and I used the ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Layover. This is the shade right here. And now, since this is a simple glam makeup look, I want a little bit of glitter. So I am going to use this Makeup Revolution Jewel Lip Topper in the shade Luxurious. This is kind of a pink shimmer with some rose gold glitter. And of course, to make sure that our brow stays in place, I am going to apply some brow gel. I am using this clear brow mascara from Maybelline. This is the Great Lash Mascara and of course clear. Sabi ko nga. I am just going to apply this on my brows just to make sure that it stays in place throughout the whole day. And here is my finished simple glam makeup look using my favorite products from 2018. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And also follow me on my social media accounts. And if you guys try out this makeup look, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!